This podcast is powered by the pros at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPaschal.com.
John, I'll start with just the roster, what you have in front of you. You've kind of looked at it, diagnosed it, recently wrote a story on Cal. What do you think of the makeup so far?
Hey, guys, good morning. It's great to be with you. Yeah, I like what we're seeing, and I think that John Calipari talking about how he wants to adapt is the thing that comes to mind most, because you know when he suffers that loss to Oakland in the NCAA Tournament, he says in that moment, well, I don't know if I want to change, and I don't know if I want to do that. He was sort of back and forth at that point. But I think what you're looking at right now is you get Trayvon Brazile back, who's a versatile piece and was coming off an injury from the previous season last year, and that's a guy who's a veteran and you know understands the program, and I think is going to be a key piece to this team. John L. Davis is as tough as they come. You know, when Cal picked up John L. Davis, that immediately made me think, well, that Arkansas just got better significantly, because that's a guy who can average around 17, 18 points per game, is a tough, hard-nosed guard who knows what it takes to win at the highest level. Very good defensively. You know, on the offensive end of the floor, has hit so many big shots in his career. Jonas Adu, when you play at Tennessee, you're going to be tough. You're going to be hard-nosed. You're going to be physical. And that's a guy who's going to help them a lot in the front court. So I like what they did in the portal. I liked what he did in the portal. The key question is simple. How much of a leap are we going to see from DJ Wagner, from Big Z, Zvonimir Ivicic, and from Adutero? Because if those guys are taking a leap under Cal, obviously they're following him. Is he able to get fully in touch with those guys' player development and get them to take that leap? And then, to that point, how will Boogie Fland and DJ Wagner and John L. Davis and company, how will they all coexist? Because if you're going to look at this backcourt, you've got some big names. And Davis has been an alpha at FAU. Fland is this five-star recruit who I've had a bunch on the circuit, fast, has burst, can score it. How do they all coexist?
John, you talking about the roster there, and you also mentioned kind of Oakland from the jump. What do you think about Cal reportedly adding that game with Greg Kampe and the Razorbacks at the end of December? Seems like he wants to get him back for what happened this past NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I think he does. And you know, wouldn't we all? I mean, you're motivated. You want to get back at somebody. I will also tell you guys, Kampe's one of the good guys. You know, I thought he came off extremely well during the NCAA tournament. And, you know, he's got such a charm factor, such a great personality. But he's one of the good guys. No, I could tell you that in my time covering the sport, you know, I don't know Greg well, but I can't tell you how many people have said to me, Greg Kampe's such a great guy, such a great coach. And so I think if I'm Kampe, obviously you take the game. It's terrific publicity. It only adds to the storyline. If I'm Cal, my competitive fever wants to play you again. You know, they lost some of their key pieces. Golke is no more. So I respect Cal for scheduling the game. I love that Kampe, he never is afraid to take on a challenge. It's a home run, in my opinion. And if you're going to add a game of that nature, you want it to have some sort of publicity buzz. And that game will definitely have that.
John, real quick before we let you go, we got about 30 seconds. Your thoughts on Cal changing his philosophy to basically just recruiting 8 or 9 scholarship players as we end our conversation?
You know, so I do not mind it. I would add one more, but I'm okay with it. And I'm going to tell you why. Right now, some coaches are doing 11, 12 players. There's only one basketball guy. your organizational culture, your locker room culture can get threatened by that. Because, again, there's only one ball. There's only one system. You can't run multiple things or too much when you've got a 40-minute game. So I'm okay with his approach because I do think I'd rather have 9 than have 12 and trying to figure out how I'm going to keep everybody happy, because guess what? You're not going to be able to in the latter.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.